All right, Libra, here we go. This is Soulmate Energies update for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of June 2022. You can see my pre-shuffle. It's a small pre-shuffle I did for you. Most times I'm not doing pre-shuffles for, but it opens with Kurt Cobain in Pain. Yeah, it gets better. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. Just me talking to the universe before I pull your cards. I've got 3 swords. As far as your person, I got 3 swords crossed by 5 cups, with the 4 of swords, the 9 of swords, and the 2 of cups. The 2 of cups is bookending the 3 of swords. That said, paraphrased as I shuffle for why the fuck are we here position before the cut, somebody regrets not taking action here. They want to come towards you and they're scared to do it. Okay, so there you go. They don't know what to say to you. I mean, in a nutshell. I'm not saying they're not coming towards you. I think they will, but you got a nervous person there for sure. I mean, for a lot of you, they will show up. That 3 of Swords and 5 of Cups are the 2 cards that bring people in this soulmate cycle, in the separation phase, and they're together. They're crossing each other. That's a lot, with the 2 of Cups fueling the whole thing. 2 soulmates coming together. Let's shuffle the deck. Give me the soulmate cycle for the angle of Virgo. Give me the soulmate cycle for the angle of Libra. I just did Virgo. For June 2022, universe. Libra. Virgo should pay attention to this reading, maybe. That was a little Freudian slip there, I suppose. Or maybe you should pay attention to Virgo's reading. That might be more the way to phrase it. It's possible. Anyway, why the fuck are we here? I think you probably should pay attention to Virgo's reading. Why the fuck are we here is the Emperor. Because somebody is hoping you'll come to them. They are. Come kneel before Zod. That's the energy that's there. We're here because this Burger King, who has to have it their way, ego, pride, entitlement, whatever, is hoping you'll come to them. That's the energy that's there. You can do what you want, but that doesn't teach them how to be vulnerable. That's letting them off the hook. And I think you're going to end up with someone who hasn't learned anything if you do that. But you can do whatever you want. Knock yourself out. They're waiting on you. I don't think they're going to treat you very good if you do. In fact, I think you'll be disappointed on the you side of the energy. On the incoming energy side, this person here is sad and regretful. Why? Because they're being an asshole. Okay? I can put a kneel before Zod energy as someone who's being a prick. No, you ran from Virgo. You go toward keep saying Virgo. No, you ran from Libra. Oh, we have the person come in with the clipboard. Take 2. You ran from Libra. Go toward Libra. I still think you should be checking out that Virgo reading. I keep Freudian slipping it. I think you'll get additional information. But this person has the audacity to be regretful that, and they're sad that you're not coming towards them, but they know that even if you did, they wouldn't know what to do with it. All right, Libra, let's go. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Libra for June 2022, universe. Let's see where we go. Give me a reading. Unbelievable. They did it to themselves. They do. People do it all the time. They generate their own fears about doing things. Oh, I'm so scared. Oh, my God. Come on. This person's looking for the easy way out. That's an easy way to put it, but that's what they've been getting their whole life. That Emperor energy tells me that, Mommy and Daddy's little prince or princess, or everybody lets them off the hook, or they're just, because they're in a position of power, everybody kisses their ass. Well, you didn't. You expect an equal amount of love back that you're given. All right, let's see where we go. Well, give me a reading, universe. Libra, June 2022. Our overall energy is the Hangman. Net, nothing's happening. Yeah, net, this person's just sitting there. Come kneel before Zod. Okay, we'll sit there in your sadness then and wait for someone to come kneel before you. What's crossing that? The 7 of Wands. Again, defensive. A defensive energy. Someone thinks they have the high ground. Someone thinks, well, they can come. If they're interested, they'll come to me. But the Emperor already ran here. They already had their chance. If they want their chance, they've got to come back and get it. This person is just they're using their pride and ego, if you will, as a shield. All right, as a shield, so they don't have to do anything. It's one of these blame shifting type people who it's everybody else's fault, never their fault, that kind of thing. I don't like that. Let's see where we go here. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here's how your person feels and their emotions. Right here's how they feel in the soul about you. Not what they show you, not what they tell you. Right here's the hidden energy, what the universe wants you to know. It's red with the energy of the connection. And right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I can't predict free will. I will clarify everything and I will throw some universe cards over the top. All right, let's see where we go. Okay, yeah, I do think you should check out that Virgo reading. I do. Queen of Swords, energy around your connection, Libra. She's sitting. I've seen this before. I don't remember which sign got this, where everybody was just sitting there doing nothing. She's just sitting there. They're thinking. The energy right now is primed for action. Everybody knows how they feel. Everybody's realized the truth here. And she's sitting. Or hanging. Whatever the case is. Defensive for the reasons that I told you already. How do they feel in their emotions? Ego. King of Wands. Come on. Why am I your second favorite energy reader? Well, I do make a lot of Freudian slips. But those are important. Freudian slips always mean something. They always point you in a direction. You know, if you Freudian slip, if you're yelling at somebody, right? Or whatever, and you Freudian, whoops, I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say that. You say something mean to them that you didn't mean to say. It doesn't mean it's not true. In fact, it's very true. You just didn't mean to say it. That kind of a thing. You didn't mean to say it out loud. So Freudian slips are very important. So I would check that Virgo reading. Right here, I got the ego. How they feel in their emotions. Again, it's come kneel before Zod. It's the Burger King. It's the out-of-balance emperor that I call the Burger King, reflects mostly King of Wands. It's ego, it's pride, it's someone who expects you to come to them. Right now, everything is just sitting here. And it's not, and I'm telling you, you shouldn't. Based on this energy, this is what they want. You give them just what they want, and then they continue to treat you like shit, and they'll just run again. It'll be a repeating pattern. To move up in cycle, to move to a new cycle of things, someone needs to learn lesson here. And that lesson is you blew it with Libra, so you best turn your ass around, put your tail between your legs, and come in. They know how they feel. Everybody here does. But we've got crickets chirping. We got a hangman energy here crossed by a 7 of Wands. Pretty much 2 hangmans for the most kind of the way it feels a little bit. How do they feel in their soul? Let's see. The Fool. Yeah. In the soul, they want to go. There's ants in their pants. Okay, the Fool here tells me that the soul is screaming, jump, go, 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 go toward Libra. It's bookending this. They know. I've already said it. They know. And it's what's in the way is their ego and pride. What's in the way is this defense mechanism that they have, where they put up this false front, this false image, this false whatever, and pretend that, you know, well, if they're interested, they'll come to me. I'm the King of Wands, male or female, it doesn't matter. Yeah, okay. What's the message from the universe? It's red with our sitting queen here. 4 of Wands. There's nothing but stability. This is red with the energy of the connection. There's nothing but stability around the connection. There's nothing but potential here. This is the road to the 10 of Pentacles. There's nothing but potential here for a beautiful thing. This is who's getting in the way. Even the soul, this person's soul is like, go, go, go. Take the leap. Go for it. And they're not listening to it. Nope, I'm not going to do that. They can come to me. Come kneel before Zod. Okay. Well, no. I promise you, you can do what you want. But if you give them what they want, they won't learn anything. And you're going to end up, mark my words, it's going to happen again. They'll run from you, and you'll be right back watching tarot readings all over again. Are they going to come back? Are they going to come back? Are they going to... Yeah. It'll happen all over again. And this defense mechanism here of this behavior is because they're afraid. They're afraid to come towards you. It's very similar to what I get on Scorpio's readings all the time. You see me on the weekly readings, right? I talk to Scorpio. I say, your person's afraid. They're afraid to bang you. Your person is too. It's different. Your person's not afraid to get naked in front of you. They're perfectly fine with that. They just hope you show up naked first. And can we meet in the middle somewhere here? You know? It's exactly the pre-shuffle playing out here on the table. What's the potential final outcome? What is this asshole going to do? That, right there. My coffee house guy. The reason I make coffee at home. And I made a nice pot this morning and saved myself $400, which is about what going to the coffee house costs by the time you hand all these people begging for $5 bills money. The bottom line here is 5 swords. It's temporary. 5s are temporary in the tarot. It's the final outcome is somebody trying to ignore you, trying to hope. I hope that that's you in the background. Okay, come get me. The final, and also the final outcome with this 5 of swords is that that's kind of a picture of you. You're like, oh, what the hell? I'm not, I'm not doing this. At the end of the day, this is short-sighted thinking. It always is. Being the King of Wands is very short-sighted, right? Looking at it from the player aspect of the card, he just wants to get laid. Doesn't care. Just joking around here, but it's in the energy. It is the energy of this. It's someone who just wants to get laid, and they're not really thinking long-term or whatever. They don't care if they got to lie to the person to get the pants off. It doesn't matter. That's all they wanted. Boom, I got it. I'm gone. Bye-bye. Yeah, I'm not a banker. I lied about that. Bye-bye. That kind of thing. It's that kind of energy. This person the end here is self-sabotage. They're sabotaging this whole connection, which has the potential for 4 wands, road to the 10 of pentacles. It's being sabotaged by this in action, and it's playing out on the table here. Yet in the soul, your connections are crying out for each other. They're being urged to take the jump, take the leap. Let's see what the witches have to say. I haven't broke out the witches yet today. You're the first one. Let's go. Let's see what the witches have to say. Let's clarify. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Tell me about the Queen of Swords. Witches. Let's go. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. I'm not saying it doesn't end with them finally coming in. But the theme of June, okay? The theme of June as I fly through the zodiac here is your people need to reach rock bottom. They need to hit rock bottom. It just keeps coming up sign after sign after sign. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. In a different way for each sign, but still the same basic idea. Well, you're all part of the same cycle. You're all stuck in a room together dealing with pretty much the same asshole. Just a different angle of it. That's all. That's it. Libra's angle is this. Alright. Queen of Swords. Why is it here? Why is she just say, the 2 of Wands. Forever setting the intention and never doing. That's the energy that's on it. The energy right there is again, this is bookended. This person's soul is screaming at them, let go of this ego and pride and go toward a whole new life. 4 wands, right? These are read together. It's unreal. What's on top? The Hermit. Again, their soul is screaming at them. They know. I said they know. You both know how you feel about it, but I'm talking about the incoming energy. I'm talking about this asshole, okay? Not you. You know how you feel. You don't need me to tell you. They know. The Queen of Swords knows, and they can't unknow. They can put the sword away all they want, but they're going to have to use the sword because nobody's coming, all right? Not my Libras. My Libras are not going to show up, right? They don't believe you're a banker. They don't believe it. It's a lie. You're just trying to get in my pants. It is what it is. No, this is real love here. This is the real deal. This is someone who's incapable of the real deal. And if they get the real deal, they cheat like a motherfucker because their eyes are always wandering. You'll be walking around with the King of Wands, male or female. You'll be walking around with the King of Wands on the promenade or out, whatever, holding hands, doing some shopping, and the whole time they're with you. They're watching every little ass that goes by. That's what it is. It's that kind of energy. Why is the Hermit here? Look at that. There's a strong urge. They're pulled in 2 directions. The ego direction is winning, okay? But one direction screams to come towards you. And that's why it's short-sighted thinking here. This person, they're learning. They do have some new perspective. Energy is always in layers. There is a layer of energy here where this person has gone through some changes in a dark night of the soul and all that stuff, and they have a new perspective. But that perspective is still not strong enough to overcome this urge to have everything done for them, right? They never have to be vulnerable. Everything is done for them. Well, Libra will come to me. And what if Libra does? If Libra does go to them, then this is Libra's final outcome. Still, then this lead character here is Libra. And it's just a perfect picture of what happens. Oh, I should have listened to Steve. That's what he's saying. Male or female, it's a he on the card. I think it's a he. Right? I think it's a he, or a hairy lady. I don't know. One or the other. I should have listened to Steve, you know. Or it's not even about listening to Steve. It's about listening to your intuition. Your intuition knows all of this, you know. It knows. All right, let's talk about the King of Wands. Forever planning, never doing. Okay. Sitting there. Just sitting there. You son of a bitch. All right, let's go. Are you even feeding the lion? Are you? Are you getting up off your... or do you expect the lion to take his food cup out and feed himself? Okay. Why is the King of Wands here? Tell me about the King of Wands. Tell me about the King of Wands. The King of Wands. The King of Wands. Look at this. The Four of Wands. Now, I know that for a lot of you, there's a third party here. The universe in these June readings has not wanted to talk about it. It has messages specifically for you, about the soulmate connection. So there is a layer way down here where your person might be married and stubbornly staying in it, even though they're not happy because it's, you know, it's for the money or it looks good on paper and all that kind of stuff. Fine. If that's the case, it's long dead, I can tell you that, because you are a primary concern to this person. What this Four of Wands is saying here is it's pointing us to here. It's someone who's stubbornly getting in their own way. They're getting in. There's an energy around them of Four of Wands, a stable new beginning that can happen here in this connection, and this is how they're behaving in that energy. This person here can't have a stable new beginning of anything. All right. What's on top? See, it's driving them crazy. I said that about the Chariot. They're pulled in two directions. The Nine Swords. The 9 is a good indicator that this connection, that this behavior is coming to an end. Okay, but it is keeping them up at night. They are aware. I've said that about the Queen of Swords, and I'll say it again. They are aware of this behavior. They're aware that they're afraid for no reason, and that you're probably not coming towards them. They're aware of that, and it drives them crazy. In that case, this is them. You know, why is the Nine of Swords here? A Death card. It's nice. I started to say Five of Swords, another Freudian slip. This Death card, these are read together. This tells me that this is likely to change. Okay, this energy is likely to change. I hope I see an energy of long-term thinking instead of short-term thinking when I clarify. And this Death card backs this up. All of this worrying about this and staying up and thinking. See, I'll put it to you this way, and it's just a, you know, it's just kind of an analogy. It's not literal, but it's a good way for you to understand human nature. When you're dealing with somebody who has this kneel before Zod entitled mentality, expects everything to come to them, when it doesn't, they get really Nine of Swordsy. All right, they get really in their head. They start to think, and they become, because the only reason people behave like this is insecurity. Okay, it's always to cover something. It's always a defense mechanism of some kind. So when it doesn't happen, when nobody comes to kneel before Zod, Zod gets a little red-faced, doesn't he? You know, it's kind of, and they take action. It transforms the energy. It damages the ego, and that's kind of what's happening here. Their ego is getting damaged. They're actually now realizing that they know that they're afraid to come towards you, and that's why they want you to come toward them. And in the act of that, you not coming towards them, right, it never happens, that actually damages their ego. It damages their ability to have that kneel before Zod mentality. So we have energy that's transforming because of what I've just described. Now in the soul, the Fool here, which is good. It bodes well for our final outcome here in June. The Fool here, every inch of their soul, screaming, go, jump in the water, go toward Libra. They're not coming, go. And I see it here with the Hermit too. And they're pulled in two directions, everything I told you. Why is the Fool here? Tell me more about their soul energy. Tell me more. How do they feel about Libra and the soul? Yeah, you are a new horizon for this person. Now we have an escalation. We had the Two of Wands crossing here, and these cards are bookending. Now we got the Three of Wands crossing over here. So we have proof that what I said about this is true. There is transformation happening. Right there, my person wearing the cape of assholeness, standing on the edge, looking at you out here on the ship, having fun and all that kind of stuff, realizing that ship isn't coming back, and it's getting further and further away. If they're going to swim and catch up to it, they better jump in the water pretty quick. All right? That's what the soul is basically telling them. in my own homespun kind of way of phrasing it. What's on top? Queen of Cups. Love is getting away. I see the water retreating here when I feel this card. The water is retreating. She's becoming the desert queen. They hold a lot of love for you, but you're getting away. You're not coming towards them. This is going, the tide is going out, right? We got low tide coming in. It's not high tide, as I feel the energy off that card. Again, the soul is screaming at them to do something quick, go towards. This person's very short-sighted. Are you sure you want this person? Three of Pentacles is why that's here. They got to do something quick. There's a card of working together. All right? In the soul, this person understands that they're an asshole. Okay? In the 3D, in the emotions. They understand that their ego gets in the way, and it prevents them from having real partnerships. They understand that. But this energy is fleeting. They need to do something quickly. There's an urgency around this Fool card. It's very strong, and an urgency around this Three of Wands to hurry up and get in the water. And it's interesting that we've had the Four of Wands twice here. The Three of Wands leads to that. So that's cool too. It shows some transformation here, slowly but surely, and the Death card also proves that. Let's talk to the universe before we get the final outcome on this. What's the Four of Wands doing here? Tell me about the Four of Wands. Why is this here? Why is the Four of Wands here? What else you want to tell Libra, universe? What are you trying to say here? I see. Yeah. The Queen of Wands. They're aware, okay? Because we have to take into consideration the Queen of Swords. These are read together. They are aware. She holds the truth. She's the Queen of Truth, male or female. They are aware of how they feel about you. There is a strong, and I'm not even going to say fakey McFakerman on this. I'm not. It's an attraction. There is a strong attraction to you. This person, you give this person big wood or soak their panties, one or the other. Either or. It's big wood all the way. And they are aware of that. They are aware that you would make them very happy, and it would be stable. But they can't seem, this protection mechanism, this defense mechanism of this come kneel before Zod ego, everything's done for me, I don't want to lift a finger here. They've got to get past the blame shifting stage. Okay, they're blame shifting a lot. What's on top? Two of Wands again. Two of Wands was crossing here. These are read together. Two of Wands. Again, they need to get past. They need to put this down. It's what I just said. The universe just backed me up. I already said it before I threw the card. They need to put down one wand and go toward another one. They need to let go of this nonsense. Well, in a way, the fakey McFakerman energy right there a little bit. Although that wasn't the primary reason the card was there. Why is the Two of Wands here? King of Swords. Again, look at this. It's red with these. For some of you, if your person's married, I've got the King and Queen of Swords in close proximity. It is not happy. That is not a happy relationship. They fight a lot. They cross swords quite a bit. Net, it's like Two of Swords. It's always some kind of stalemate sort of situation. Probably a lot of fighting, a lot of arguing. Either or. The King of Swords is here again. He takes action. He takes control and he takes action. He makes a plan, he takes action, he goes for it, he holds Archangel Michael's sword of truth just like the Queen of Swords. Notice in this card, he's got the sword out. It's the universe just telling you, look, this is red with the Chariot. They need to take control of this and do something here. That's it. And the universe is saying this strong attraction is what's likely to cause them to do it. It's also what's causing the urgency over here in the soul, to the antsiness. Look, the water's getting away. The Queen of Cups is sitting here in the desert. This thing goes to low tide. There's nobody to give the cup to. All right? They hold a lot of love inside them. They just keep it locked up out of fear of giving it. Probably because they got hurt in the past. That's pretty typical. I can't say for sure. But what most people do, and it's completely wrong, is they get hurt and then they shut down. The lesson they take from that is, well, I'm never giving love again then. Right? That's the lesson they take away from it. And that's not the lesson. That's wrong. It's completely the wrong way to flow with the energy. The lesson is to find out how you got hurt and fix it. In most cases, you were giving love to the wrong person. They always say love is blind, right? You were giving love to the wrong person. The wrong type of situation. Somebody who was incapable of giving it back to you. So you learn that lesson, and moving forward, rather than shut down, you find people who return the love, who reciprocate it to you. So you don't end up in a state of despair and shut down. Your person at some point, your person is basically shut down. Okay? For whatever reason. For whatever reason, they put up this defense mechanism. They expect you to come to them, even though they ran from you. And for reasons I've already explained in graphic detail. I won't go back over it. Five of Swords. Why is it here? Final outcome is the Five of Swords. Now, some readers read this as victory. I don't know how the fuck they do that. It's not. It's a false victory. It's short-sightedness. It's someone who... It's self-sabotage. It's self-sabotage because it's short-sightedness. Short-sightedness is always self-sabotage. Right? Borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. Great. That's pretty short-sighted there, but okay. Five of Swords. Why is it here? What's the final on this? Eight of Pentacles. Very interesting. Someone's about to learn a lesson here. In June. Now, I'm not a Time Lord. This reading does run from right now, the 27th of May, when I'm pulling it, right up through about the first week of July. Your person's about to learn a lesson. So when I say somebody, I mean the incoming energy. Somebody's about to learn a lesson here. They're about to learn that if you don't, that nobody's coming. That no one's coming to kneel before Zod. That's what this energy is. They're going to have, if they want it, they're going to have to work for it. How is that pertinent to this card? Well, it's pertinent to this card because I tell you, see this guy? He's the reason I make coffee at home. Because every time I go to my local coffee shop, there's always some asshole that looks like this standing outside asking me for money. You're asking me for money outside a coffee shop where the coffees are like $10 a cup, right? You could go to 7-Eleven and get like $1.99 or some shit. Maybe go there. You know, that's what I'm saying. Somebody's realizing they're going to have to work for it. Just like I make all the people that ask me for money for a $10 cup of coffee realize that they're going to have to work for it. I point across the street to the McDonald's. They're hiring over there. You could go over there, you work a couple of days. Hell, your first paycheck, you can buy all the coffee you want. You know, your person is this person. Metaphorically speaking, obviously. I don't think they're standing outside. Don't take it literally. They're not standing outside coffee shops asking for $10 bills. But they are that type of person. Everything's been handed to them. People do things for them. Stuff falls in their lap. They don't have to put in any effort. They don't have to lift a finger. They didn't lift a finger to love you the first time around. They ran from you. They have to learn. Somebody here is learning a lesson. Somebody here is learning that you're not coming. And who? It's Fakey McFakerman. There's the Fakey McFakerman energy. Carried over from here, it's now this. It's right here. And this is my socialite card. Look, it's the Queen of Wands. I've got the King of Wands up here. This is what they're used to. They're used to being in superficial relationships. The King and Queen of Wands are superficial. They're assholes. Okay? The King and Queen of Wands throw parties they can't afford, buy shit they can't afford because they worry about what other people think. They're socialites, right? That kind of nonsense. Superficial things are important to them. Brand names and all that. Who gives a fuck? The bottom line here is this is who's learning the lesson. They're learning that you don't get real when you behave fake. Just like this guy learns every time I go get my coffee. That if you don't have a job, you don't get coffee. All right? It's straight up. And they're learning it the hard way. Why is the Queen of Wands here? What's the final on this? The 10 Wands. The very card that I told you in recent readings to keep an eye on in June. We're waiting for it. June for your person doesn't necessarily result in you receiving communication from them. All right? I know you don't want to hear that, but it doesn't. It might. They might reach out. That your person could be moving faster than someone else's. But it doesn't, what the cards are saying, what the energy is saying is it doesn't necessarily result in communication, but what it does result in is them having this great burden. It's the catalyst for transformation, right? The back is breaking here. It's the month that breaks your person's back where you're concerned with this come kneel before Zod ego shit. So I would say for Libras, for the majority of you, communication comes in July or something, or toward the end of June. Okay, something along those lines. That's what I would say because of how this played out. Your person's learning a lesson. They're learning that nobody needs, if you want real love, only fake love comes and kneels before Zod, right? Only fake love. Somebody who wants to kiss your ass because you're somebody important or you have money and all that kind of stuff. Sure, they'll come kneel before you because there's probably something in it for them. But real love, like this connection here, this soul connection, nobody comes and kneels before Zod. Libra is not going to do that. Libra tried to give you love and you ran. All right? This person needs to learn, if you want love, you got to work for it. Just like the people here locally know from me, if you want coffee, you got to work for it. It's not coming out of my fucking pocket because I work for my money. All right, here we go. Let's go back to the original deck. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. Give me 3 cards and a crossing card. What else you want to tell Libra? So this is good. This person's learning a lesson this month. But you can cancel that lesson out. Listen, do what you want. You've got to make your own decisions like all the legal disclaimers on my YouTube channel say. But if you give this person what they want, if you come kneel before Zod, they're not going to learn the lesson. And what you're going to end up with, you mark my words, is the same, is this King of Wands. The same shit that ran from you will do everything all over again. You might have a couple of passionate nights. There's a lot of attraction here, right? But you could get that with anybody, quite frankly. You go find some hot dude or chick at a bar and bang to your heart's content. I mean, you want more than that here. This is much deeper than that, okay? Let's go. Let's see where we go here. Give me 3 cards. What else you want to tell Libra? We pull from the bottom. Listen to Steve. Listen to Steve. No, I'm just kidding. Ace of Swords, 4 of Cups, Knight of Cups. And the 4 of Cups is crossed by the 9 of Pentacles. Actually, it is. It's 4 cards that just say, listen to Steve. It's what I just told you in 4 cards. Sometimes when I talk, always when I talk, the universe backs me up or it throws egg in my face. It either corrects me or it backs me up. This is backing me up. You do not, these 4 cards, I'll just paraphrase. You do not want this person until they get in this 9 of Pentacles. Remember, we had the 8 of Pentacles crossing here. I said they're learning a lesson, right? The 8 of Pentacles is the apprentice. He's working toward the 9 of Pentacles. They need to be in this energy. They need to be on your frequency vibration, or at least close to it. All right? So someone who ran from you is getting there. All right? But you want them to wait till they get there. Once they get there, they will show up. But the problem is they have to show up with an apology. They have to show up with an explanation. An apology is not, I'm sorry. Those are just words that equal an apology, that are related to an apology. An apology must have an explanation that comes with it. It has to be not just a complete sentence, a fucking paragraph at the very least. All right? And this person needs to come up a level first. Right now, we're waiting for them to hit rock bottom. You're in the same boat as just about every sign I've pulled on this June. Every sign in some way is waiting for their person to hit rock bottom. And that's what happens here. Because we're coming out of a lot of energy. June is where the dust settles of all the energy we've been through here in 2022 so far. And the latter part of 2021. It kind of settles. And as the dust settles, we get some healing. We get 4 swords according to my Q2 reading, second quarter of 2022. Which is there. There's a playlist. Go watch it. It's good reading. That said, that's what the universe has for you, and that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. If you don't like this reading, because I said your person, I didn't say your person's going to reach out, and some other reader did. Yeah, well, maybe my channel isn't for you. Because this is the truth. This is what's here. I'm not saying they're not going to reach out. It looks like they might. But primarily, the energy here is that they're going to learn a lesson. And you want them to learn that lesson, which is what the universe is telling you. You want them to learn that lesson before they reach out. All right? Otherwise, if you just reach out to them, or if they show up before they've learned that lesson, as this energy they're in there, it's just going to be the same shit all over again. What's the point in that? All right? You've definitely evolved. So you need somebody on your level. All right? That's your reading. Good luck, Libra.